Topic number 8. Love blossoms and lust burns. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuhvanmelitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Love is a word which is most commonly spoken, especially in youth. Boys read love novels, boys go for love movies, boys sing love songs, and everybody talks about love. Everybody wants to love someone, love somehow, and everybody wants to experience that happiness that comes in that exchange of love. Now, although people talk a lot about love, oftentimes people also experience frustration in love, broken love, as we say. If you ask anyone, they will tell you they are longing for love. Is there somebody who selflessly loves me in this world without any expectation from me, without any hidden agenda? This is what everyone's heart is longing for. As you all have heard before also, when you go to a hotel, a waiter may smile at you while serving food, but you know it is motivated love because he wants a tip from you. Whereas when your mother is serving you food with love and she smiles, you know there is love in your mother because she serves you without any expectation. Our heart is longing for that type of love. You see? We can see a clear-cut difference between love and lust. Lust means I want to enjoy. Love means I want to serve. Lust means one is I-centered. I want to take everything for myself. For example, if I give 4 buns to a boy and tell him, you keep one with you and the rest 3 you distribute to others. And imagine only one of the buns has got a cherry. Now which one do you think he will keep with himself? Everyone knows. Because that is selfishness, and we are concerned only about ourselves first and others next. That is called lust. Lust is all about one wants to enjoy one's own senses. Whereas love means service. One time there was a millionaire. He became 80 plus. Now in his old age, he wanted to divide his property. He called his 2 grown-up sons who were also married. As soon as he began the talk about dividing the property, there was a big commotion, big quarrel at home. So he invited me to his house and said, Swamiji, in this world we find when people are small children, they are so united, they are so loving, they are so simple. And my 2 sons, I considered them like Ram, Lakshman, Judya. But once they grew up, they got married, now I am seeing them that they are quarreling like cats and dogs for the property. Both of them say, we want the city shops, we want the city houses, we don't want anything to do with the village property. You take the village property, I will keep the city one. Like this they are quarreling. And last 1 week my sleep is lost. Please give some sadupadesh to my sons and bring them to sanity. I am an old man, I may die any time, and I don't want to see them warring like this, he said. So when I went to the house, I began to speak on how Lord Ram and his brother Bharat also were quarreling. But what type of quarrel? A quarrel of love. When Ram had gone to jungle on the order of his father, very soon when Bharat returned, he came to know what all had happened. He took all the Ayodhya Vasis and along with everybody he entered the jungle. And he went and met Ram and fell at his feet and said, "Oh brother, how can you do like this? I will go to the forest and you rule the kingdom." And Ram said, "No, I have to follow the order of the father. I am requesting you, you go back and you take up the throne and you rule the kingdom." And Bharat was absolutely not ready. Bharat in fact said, "I will sit down right here facing north and I will fast until death." At that time, Lord Ram lifted up his brother Bharat, embraced him and said, "My dear brother, this is not love. Anybody can leave one's body. Anybody can die. In fact, everybody has to die in this world. But love requires someone who is willing to follow his superior's instruction, even though it may not be pleasing to one's own heart. So if you say you love me, you should do what I am ordering you to do. Go back and take up the kingdom." So on the order of Ram and on the order of all the devatas who spoke as Akashvani, Bharat took the paduka of Ram, keeping on his head. He returned to Nandigram, close to Ayodhya. Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Ram Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Ram. Chanting Sita Ram's name, Bharat came back and lived in Nandigram very austerely. He knew that in the jungle Ram would be sleeping on the ground. So Bharat dug a pit and slept in the pit every day. He knew Ram will not get nice food in the jungle. So Bharat ate only barley mixed with cow urine every day. And he kept the paduka on the throne and offered flower garland every day and fanned the paduka every day as if he is serving Ram, and reported all the things about Ayodhya to the paduka. In this way 14 years Bharat served. So I told the story of Bharat and Ram, how they loved each other so intensely and they had a loving competition. Hearing this, the two brothers were so amazed. They were stunned. They said, "We are ashamed to hear this story because last 1 week there is a big quarrel in our home. After hearing the story we feel, oh brother, you take whichever property you want. Here all the properties are, you choose first and then whatever is left I will take." So they became so cooperative and immediately they wanted to take the mala and start chanting Hare Krishna also. In this way they understood the difference between lust and love. You see, when Ravana came to usurp Sita and carry her away, he wore the dress of a monk and came in the jungle. And Sita, seeing that a monk has come at the door, she was very innocent and she was very happy. She gave him water to wash his feet and then he gave him a plate of food, prasad. And Ravana saw Sita and he could not control himself. He said, "Hey Sita, why are you living in this jungle? Come and be with me and we can enjoy life. How beautiful you are looking. Your eyes are like a bumblebee. Your hip is like a damru, thin. And your body is so tender. You be with me, I will make you my queen." Sita was confused. "Who is this fellow? Who are you?" she asked. And Ravana could not control himself. He expanded his 10 heads and he said, "I am Lanka Naresh. I have defeated my brother Kubera and I have taken away his Pushpaka Viman and here I have brought it with me. And all the devatas tremble simply by hearing my name and they all salute me. Hey Sita, do you know I have more than 5,000 queens in Lanka, but I will marry you and make you my chief queen and all those queens will become your servant maid. Come with me." Like that Ravana called. And hearing Ravana's speech, Sita became extremely angry. She said, "I was married to Ram at the age of 9 and He will be my husband for all time, and I will never submit myself to any other man. And she said, You fool, Lord Ram is like Meru Parvat. You are like a mound. Lord Ram is like Chandan. You are like mud. Lord Ram is like gold, and you are like iron. Lord Ram is like Garuda, and you are like a crow. How foolish you are, trying to enjoy another man's wife. Are you not ashamed? One should treat another man's wife like a mother. And how dare you speak to me like this? Like that Sita said. From Sita's words we can understand the difference between lust and love. Lust was burning the heart of Ravana because he wanted to exploit and enjoy another man's wife. That was Ravana's tendency, lusty Ravana. Ultimately he was destroyed. On the other hand, the love in our heart is pure and it blossoms more and more as we chant Hare Krishna. Love for God and love for all living beings blossoms in our heart. In that state, we develop the nature of Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. May all living beings live peacefully because they are all children of God. We should not injure anyone, we should not hurt anyone. God has whatever He has provided for every living being, let them take it and be happy. That type of love we develop as we continue chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.